Do you guys have an intro?
Not really.
What's up, escapers?
Oh God, there you go. That's the intro for
You
today.
need like a group name.
Oh, he's all settled. Oh, nice.
Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute.
Best day ever.
Welcome back. Oh, I'm so sorry. You flinched so hard. Welcome back, everybody. Apparently, you guys are the escapees because Jack said
God.
so. Jacksepticeye is here in the States.
I know.
thankmas for
Yes.
like a week,
Yeah, I landed yesterday.
which is.
Oh, wow.
Are you jet lagged?
No?
Okay, wonderful. Yeah,
pumped.
this is really exciting. I wish the timing of this episode was sooner. I wanted this to be before thankmas so we could like promote it and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
let's just jump right into it. Like, can
Yeah,
you tell
let's-
us all about thankmas and why you started it and how
And
you?
what it is, like, from the ground up.
It's my cult that I started to take over the world. I started it, it's like a charity event we do every year that tries to bring a bunch of people together and raise money at the end of the year. But it was supposed to be like Thanksgiving and Christmas, like between them. So it was thankmas.
Wow, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does make sense. Okay.
Brilliant.
So we
Who
were like,
thought
let's
of
make
that?
our own holiday. But when COVID and stuff was happening, we did one called Hope from Home. So
Oh, okay.
because I work with Tiltify really closely, so we built a thing that other people could stream for the same event.
Yeah.
So we built out that feature, and then I was like, we could do that every year and do something with thankmas. Because I kept doing it every year, but it was like the Jacksepticeye holiday special or something. It was really cringy. And
I like thankmas. It sounds really good.
yeah, it's
Is
fun.
this like this is the 4th year now that you've done?
Sixth.
Sixth year, wow.
year.
I think, yeah, it's confusing because I've done it for a while, so I can't really remember which ones are thankmas.
Yeah,
and which
I
ones
see,
aren't.
because it's had different names.
Yeah.
I see. But this is a yearly reoccurring thing. I was not supposed to start with this segment, but
No, we're
It's
just
totally
going
fine.
in. No, it's totally fine.
Dump your brain.
I was curious, do you donate to a specific charity or is it like the same consistent one? Is it a different one?
We pick a different one every year, so whatever is kind of going on in the world, we try and pick
yeah.
something that matches that.
I see.
So we did World Central Kitchen the last 2 years because there was a lot of stuff going on in like war-torn areas, and we wanted to help people out there. And
Oh, I
then the year before that, I think, was New Story, that 3D print houses.
Oh wow, 3D print houses and
Yeah.
like in what's like in different countries.
I think the ones we were doing were initially in South America, and
South
then they were
America.
trying to like, with the aid of thankmas, they can like proliferate out elsewhere.
Oh, I think I saw that when I was stalking your YouTube. It said that you like built like 10,000 houses. or
Yeah,
something?
I did that, yeah.
yeah, with his
Wow.
I went to
bare
South
hands.
America and I brick by brick.
Really? You
Yeah.
went
What a
to
good
the
guy.
Oh my god, that's
I
so
wish.
cool. Oh,
No.
okay.
They just have a thing that like 3D prints them with concrete. It's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
But we try and pick different ones each year. This year is Samaritans and Crisis Text Line. So Samaritans is a more UK Irish based one. So I was like, the world seems kind of messed up and everyone's mental health is all over the place. So
And
Why not
you've
raise
been
for
a
mental
strong
health?
advocate for
I'm
mental
going to
health.
fix mental health.
Yeah,
I do love that. Speaking of mental health, you know, yeah,
Obviously, we're going to talk about this, right?
Yeah. So I saw that you recently got late diagnosed with autism.
Yes.
Congrats. And we
Thank
got
you.
something
We have
for
a gift for you.
We have a gift
Is
for
it
you.
a train? Is it
Oh,
Sonic
God.
the Hedgehog?
Is that
did-
your special interest?
No.
Dude, he started that video by saying, I like trains.
Because that's always the joke, that autistic people just
Yeah.
love trains.
That is the joke.
I
Oh
did
my
consider
God.
getting him
I
a
do
little
like
toy
tractors.
train, but I didn't know if it was going to be
Oh my God.
sensitive. Yay!
I'm also autistic, and this is something that we do in the neurodivergent community. Congrats on your autism.
Thank you.
Jack or Sean. I don't know.
God, I better not drop this. Wow.
Obviously, you don't need to eat it right
Yeah,
now,
you.
but
Congrats, autism.
congrats, autism.
Thank you.
It's a huge accomplishment to get diagnosed
It
and
is.
decide, right?
Because I feel like when you get leg diagnosed, you just go through your life like you don't know what to label certain things like meltdowns or meltdowns or masking or parallel play. Parallel play is basically like body doubling where you're doing independent like activities in a room with somebody else and then it makes you more productive. So
Yeah.
I was just wondering, being late diagnosed, how do you feel now that you know that you have autism?
I think it's great. The guy who was like diagnosing me was like, some people react poorly or it's a bit confrontational or they don't like that they're labeled something. And I was like, this is all positive. Because now I go back through everything in my life. I'm like, oh, school, I wasn't like dumb or slow.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just like, I operated at a different level and it didn't really suit my personality or my brain type to kind of like sit in the classroom and learn things.
Well, because the school system has like a one size fits all approach to how they teach kids. And I know that a lot of people on the spectrum struggle with that because they don't accommodate.
Yeah.
So now that you figured out that you have autism, what are like the tiny differences that you're doing to accommodate to like your routine and stuff?
It's interesting because I technically have ADHD autism or ADHD as they call it now.
ADHD.
So my brain has like that push pull where I crave routine and I need it, but then I also hate it and want to get out of it as soon as I'm in it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I'm
that
like,
must be so complicated.
it's so fucking annoying.
It's annoying as
It's
fuck.
so exhausting because I'm like, I constantly want to do things and like get regimented, but then I do it and I'm like, well, now I'm bored. I need something else and I need something different.
So do you have a bunch of unfinished projects or do you mostly finish your projects?
No, I don't even start things. I keep telling people like
Oh, it's just the
so
idea.
valid.
going from like 1 to 100, so easy. Like if a thing is started and I'm rolling with it, I can do it.
Yeah.
But going from 0 to 1, I can't do. I have like a million different things that I have that are like ready to be started, and I'm like, I can't do them because they're not the way I want them to be, and I don't have any motivation or I can't do it.
That is so valid because you get that dopamine rush from the ADHD, but then the
Yeah.
autism wants you to perfect it.
Yeah.
But then the dopamine isn't up there anymore.
No.
So then it's like, it's going against each other.
I know, and it like
It's
cancels
so-
itself out, and it's like I better not try anything just in case.
If
So I'll
it-
just sit in this spot where I'm like unfulfilled.
You're paralyzed, that's why. You're
I
like
know.
paralyzed and you're like, I don't know what to do. Time to pick up another hobby and get my rush of dopamine again.
Yeah. And not share with anybody because if I share it with people, then it's somebody else's thing and then it's not mine. And
So what made you decide to get diagnosed at this stage in life? Like what encouraged you to actually go in, get the process done?
because I got diagnosed ADHD like 3 years ago.
Oh,
And
okay.
when I did that, everyone who has ADHD was like, I took medicine and it made my brain so much better and it calmed everything down and everything's great now. And I was like, well, it didn't work on me. So something else is wrong and I don't know what I'm doing. And I just had all these traits that because ADHD and autism are like that Venn diagram is just a circle.
Yes.
They just
Yes.
overlap with each other.
Yep.
So I was like, some of these traits, and my therapist was like, my therapist is also autistic. So she was like, maybe you have certain traits that aren't just ADHD, that there's something else. So I was like, I should just go get tested. Like,
It's a spectrum. Do you feel like you're finally at home now in your body? Because
Yeah.
you know it's like you have a label. And I am curious too, since you're in the YouTube creator space, did you feel like you were high masking when you were with other creators?
oh yeah, all the time.
Because you said in your video that resonated with me, and I feel like it resonated with a lot of people that you like look at eye contact when you talk to people. You try to monitor like how to respond a lot, and
Yeah.
it feels like a rehearsal. Do you like how does
Yeah,
that
it's
work
like
for
going
you?
over the conversations before you have them, and then it's like, okay, when I get there, what am I going to say? How am I going to say it? And then my other thing is that like even walking into this room, I like took stock of where everything is immediately.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh, the cracks in the wall, and like, oh, the bathroom's over there, and like, you got the
You
chair.
like
from
the curtains.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
was like,
exactly.
I pick up like everything and everybody and all the body language, and then I'm like, okay, now I can like settle down.
Yeah.
Because now like
Wow, that's so observant.
it's almost like you're trying to like find escape routes or
Yeah,
like
exactly.
defend yourself or something.
It's like a double-edged sword because you are hyper aware of everything and your surroundings, and you can like exit out of a situation right away, but then it makes you constantly anxious and
Yeah.
constantly hyper aware of like,
really?
do these people hate me? Am I behaving the right way?
Yeah,
It's
and
like
then, and then you go home and it's like, oh, but I said that thing and they responded that way. It's like, oh God,
Exactly.
did I fuck it up? Like, do they hate me now?
oh my God.
Oh my
like,
God.
And then your brain is just like always doing that, like 24/7.
my
So it's just
God.
exhausting to do anything else.
24/7.
yeah, life constantly feels like a performance.
Yeah.
Oh God, that breaks my heart.
And it's also because like my family life when I was younger, I was the youngest out of 5 kids. So
Yeah, I
a lot of
wanted
that
to
stuff
ask.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just a defense mechanism, like using humor when I was a kid to kind of like do this and that. But now it's like, no, I was high masking even as a child and I didn't realize I was doing it.
Can we deep dive more into your childhood and like how
Sure.
now that you've been diagnosed, looking back, like what were things that you did where you were like, oh, that was my autism, or oh, that was my ADHD?
Yeah, it was the guy that was doing the assessment because I don't know what the assessment was like for you. When did you get diagnosed?
I got unofficially diagnosed by a therapist just because there's such a long wait time. Like, it's so
Oh yeah,
inaccessible.
you waited a year, right?
It's like
No,
two to-
I did it private, which was 2.5 months, but to do it like on the NHS, like the public system, is 2.5 years.
That's a long time.
And there's a lot of implications when you do get officially diagnosed. So a lot of women, especially when they go into court, it's like, oh, she has autism. She's not fit to raise a kid. So
Yeah.
I've been apprehensive a lot. So to do the test is a big deal because it's
I
a
can't
lot
get
of
drafted
validation.
though, so that's good.
Oh,
Apparently, somebody told me that as a joke, and I was like, "Oh, that's
That's a good thing.
that's
kind
good
of
to
nice.
know."
Yeah,
I don't live in
nice.
America, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
get drafted anyway. But
But can we circle back to the family question that you were
yeah.
asking?
yeah.
Your childhood, what was growing up like? You have 5 siblings, you said?
I'm the 5th, so there's 4 of us. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
You're the youngest?
Oh, you're the
Yeah.
baby.
Were you spoiled?
I know,
Yeah.
what
What
was
was
that
family
face?
like?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got everything I wanted.
Is that
Lots of
Target?
hand-me-downs?
No, I actually did.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay.
Well, it was
Sorry, I was
interesting.
like, okay.
Because I got the things I wanted, but I also got no boundaries for anything. So it was like, oh, you want to play drums? Here's a drum kit. Now just go do it. You want to play video games? Here's video games. Or I would just go out and run into the wild all the time, and my parents didn't really care where I was. But
Wow.
there was also like that lack of structure that now I'm like, oh, that would have really benefited me as a kid to kind of like have guardrails so I'm not flying off the handle all the time and I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm
Yeah,
going.
just like a need for routine so then you can discover yourself more in an efficient way so you can
Yeah.
know different things.
So it's cool that I got to try out a lot of things, but I also just felt kind of aimless.
I did see that you play the drums. I saw your
Yeah.
Avenged, is it Sevenfold? Avenged Sevenfold. Oh my God, that was nuts. I'm a metalhead too. So is Samson.
I'm
also
When
a
we
metalhead,
found this
yeah.
out, he was like, oh my God, he is. And I'm like, yeah, did you see his Chop Suey cover? Like, wait, when are you going to get back into drumming? Or like, do you have anything? So I'm like, sorry,
Why
but
did
like,
you stop?
I know,
We have so many
I know. Why
questions
do,
for
why do-
you.
why do you
I
stop?
want to, but it's like when you do those, they get claimed immediately. And I was like, well, I don't want to
Yeah.
like have, I don't want to have like UMG or somebody like always monitoring my channel now.
Yeah.
Oh, I
But it was
see.
cool when I did the Avenged Sevenfold one because they were my favorite band when I played drums when I was like 16 to 20.
Yeah.
And then the drummer sadly passed away when he was like 27. And I was like, man, that sucks. I got to see his last live performance that he did before he died. And then they were going to do an album or whatever. And then when I did that cover, Avenged Sevenfolds themselves put it in a playlist on their channel. And as like a part of like a fan cover section. So that was the first one. And then they followed me everywhere. And I was like, this is like, my life is now full circle and complete. And
That's sick as fuck.
the child in me is really happy now.
Oh my God. I would like
I would
have that
have
on my.
sobbed.
I would have sobbed too.
I was gonna ask, do you play the drums like off camera, just like by yourself? Because I'm a drummer too. I've played since I was like 8 years old. You
play the
Yeah, you play the drums, you
I play
motherfucker.
the
I didn't know
drums.
that.
When are you getting back into the drums?
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I play every day, essentially.
No,
It's-
I don't play every day. I had an electric kit that I dismantled and put in my basement. But I'm getting an office soon in Brighton, so I'm going to put that in like a corner and then anybody can play it if they come in.
Dude, my neighbors hate me.
Do you have like
can
a full
imagine.
acoustic kit?
No, I have an electric kit, but they're loud too.
Yeah, not as loud, but they're still pretty.
Not as loud,
You're still
yeah.
smacking things.
No, I know. Because I'm playing metal and I'm like fucking hitting it.
What's your favorite band to play?
Probably Sleep Token. I'm literally wearing a Sleep Token
You can
jacket
play
right
Sleep
now.
Token songs?
I
You're
try.
crazy.
Toot from Sleep Token, the drummer, is my favorite drummer.
Yeah, he's
And
unreal.
I do kind of like dumbed down parts because he does a solo in the summoning
Mm-hmm.
where it's fucking crazy. He does it live, and I kind of do it at like instead of playing 16th notes, I'm playing 8th notes,
Oh, I
or
see.
instead of like hitting because I only have 2 cymbals and he has like 13,
Yeah.
so I like try and
you don't have any
hit them.
splashes or stacks or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a splash and a stack?
Yeah, what is that?
Splashes are just teeny tiny symbols that just go.
A little. Oh, that's
And
little
the
baby.
stacks are where you stack cymbals on top of each
Yeah.
other, so it has a different sound. Yeah.
Oh,
It's just for accents in songs.
I
It's more like
see.
But he's a really good drummer, and I wouldn't even attempt a Sleep Token song because
I
they're
attempt.
impossible.
I don't do well.
Well, Tool is my favorite band, so
Oh hell yeah.
trying to play Danny Carey songs is fucking impossible. I can't. I don't even bother.
Wow, you guys are listening to like the hardcore metal.
Yeah,
I had
Sacrifice Gold. Let's go.
Yes, I haven't even heard of those bands before, but long time ago when I used to listen to music, when I was like, you know, in my emo alternative punk rock phase, like I'd go to Warped Tour and go to all these concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, did you guys go in mosh pits?
Yes, I went to a concert every weekend. Because my boyfriend at the time too, he was in a family of 5 and they were all metalheads, even the mom and dad. And so
my
we just
God.
went into a van and would go to concerts every weekend. And I just stopped doing that after we broke up, which is like, I think that's, not that I'm like masking, because I was thinking about how you guys like talked about masking and stuff, but it's more so just, do you ever just like kind of fuse, like your personality kind of blends with like whoever you're dating and stuff?
Well,
So I
that's
feel
like the doubling thing you were talking about.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
body doubling, mirroring.
am I autistic?
We all are.
Yeah, you might be on the spectrum.
I
You're
definitely-
surrounded
You
by
do
them.
YouTube.
I've got ADHD. Yeah, I feel like you have to be a type of person to just like be a YouTuber.
Yeah. I mean, you
Anyways.
definitely have to be neurodivergent because there's a reason you don't do a 9 to 5 or.
I have done 9 to 5s. I've had many jobs. Did you have jobs? Back to your childhood.
Yeah,
Jack.
back to your
Literally-
childhood.
Okay, this is how this whole conversation is gonna go. We're gonna get so distracted and go off track.
See, this
but-
is how you know there's like 3 neurodivergent
Yeah,
people
I know,
talking
I
on a
know.
podcast.
Oh my God, thank you for identifying that.
He is so real for that.
Yeah, he's
So
so
real
real.
and true-based kid.
Yeah.
So you're growing up, you're spoiled, playing the drums, playing video games.
I wouldn't
Who
say I was
introduced-
spoiled. We were still poor.
Oh,
But
But
if I did want stuff, my parents would work hard
they would
to
try
Yeah.
to give it to you. Okay,
Aw,
okay.
that's
So
really sweet.
you were introduced to video games at a young age. I feel like I got so excited to interview you. I didn't even introduce you. I just
Oh my
straight up went
God.
straight into thankmas,
You're all
That's,
good.
That's okay.
which is
It's
hilarious.
okay.
I keep doing this.
No one needs introductions. It's not a Zoom
This
call.
is
We're fine.
Jacksepticeye, by the way.
No one gives a fuck.
He's from like
We give a fuck.
you're in
Fucks are
Narnia.
given.
Yeah, no, people care. They do. People
I mean,
are
we've
so
played
excited.
so many Among Us lobbies together that people know by
Yeah,
now.
we
Oh,
played,
really?
Yeah, and Rust. That was an
Oh,
era.
I know.
Wait, how do you guys know each other?
This is internet stuff.
The internet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Internet things, mutuals. Some I don't even know how we first did we first talk because of Among Us? Was
I
that
think
what happened?
so, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Because I was reaching out to a ton of people, just like asking, "Hey, you want to play Among Us?" Because that's all we did during COVID.
Yeah.
Among
Yeah.
Us.
I remember we did another event with somebody else where a bunch of us were in it, and I got paired up with Toast
Yeah.
to do something, and then we started talking a little bit after that, and then Among Us was right after that. So
And he was also super in Among Us. Which
yeah,
is
so
crazy.
he brought me into that.
Oh,
So-
that sounds fun.
Then we just ended up in the same lobbies together.
Yeah.
That was like
And
a
then
time.
he's been inviting me to thankmas, and then I go, and I'm going to on
Friday.
the 6th.
Yes.
Yes, thanks was on the 6th. Unfortunately, this episode is after.
Hopefully we raise like $1 billion. That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, I feel like now that I've brought up thankmas again, I got to give you our gift right
Yeah.
now. But
You already gave me a cake.
I mean,
well,
we're
this
givers.
is more so for thankmas. We got a little check. Okay, I know I had to make a fake check because I'm going to do an online donation, but yeah, we wanted to.
That's so cool. Thank you
donate
guys.
$10,000 for thankmas this year.
This is
from-
why Quinn's here to get all the shots
Oh.
for Thankmas. That's so nice. Thank you guys.
Yeah. It's just
I've never gotten a big fat fake check before.
Wait, really?
Yeah, this is so cool.
Yeah, I made it today.
She
You
was
like
working
it?
so hard.
That's awesome. It's
I was
really
like,
true,
what
too.
does a big check look like? But yeah, we'll put the dono in on the day of the event, obviously.
That's
But-
really nice. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Well, that's $10,000 less of $1 billion. Wait, $1 billion, $10,000 less.
You got it. You got it.
Anyways, yeah, you can just throw that on the floor.
Okay.
Back to your family and growing up.
Okay.
Okay, so how was your relationship with your family, your brothers and sisters, your moms growing up?
I mean, not the best. I've always kind of been sort of distant with my family. We've tried over the years to kind of like get along, but there's a lot of history of like alcoholism and stuff in my family that
Same.
that kind of like it always kind of like drives a wedge. And like both my brothers and my dad are all like reformed alcoholics, but growing up, it's kind of like, oh, you weren't around really, and I don't know what to talk to you about. And my dad was also, he was 20 years older than my mom. So when I was, whoa. So when is your dad dead as well?
Do we?
Oh my god, you guys have the same.
Dead.
So is mine. Yeah, but he was always like a granddad kind of dad. So I was like, I don't know what to talk to you about.
Same. Like I viewed my dad as like he was the supporter. Like I couldn't like vent to him about anything, but I felt obligated to take care of him when he was older as well. So
yeah.
So broken family.
Yeah.
Video games probably was a good escape for you.
Oh,
I'd
hell
imagine, because
yeah.
that's how it was for me.
Yeah. And I was always like, oh God, am I going to become an alcoholic if I have drinks and stuff? And thankfully, no, I just got addicted to games instead.
Wow.
That's a good outlet.
Me too.
A good alternative.
Do you like drinking and stuff or no?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm
But
glad
it's not, you don't have the addictive. Like,
no, there's no like demon in me.
No
like,
demon in
that there was in them. But
Yeah.
it's also like mental health was never talked about. Like suicide was always kind of like around and living. I grew up in a town that only had 600 people in it, so everyone knew everyone.
Oh, how
and,
small.
That is tiny.
yeah, so it's like mental health and like small town mentality and everything. It was kind of hard to break through that glass ceiling.
Is that why you prioritize talking about it on your channel so much, about mental health and being open about it, because it was something that
Yeah, when
you
did you
never
start opening up
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah.
Um,
And like really doing your own research, and you're like, this clicks for me, like I want to put this message.
It's a lot of like stuff falling into place because like my dad, I'm pretty sure had like ADHD, autism and things as
Yeah.
well. And he was undiagnosed and he had a lot of OCD. Like he would come in and turn off the taps and he would do that like 15 times. And he had to like do that before he went to bed or else he wouldn't be able to sleep. And I was like, when
The
he
tap was always off.
when he died, I was like, man, I don't really like know anything about him. Like, I don't know his hopes, his dreams. Was he happy? Was he sad? So I was like, in some way to like impart some of him into me, I was like, I'll figure stuff out about myself and figure out like mental health issues. And he always had like intestinal issues and so do I. And I was like, I'll like figure that out and be like,
A lot of people with autism are prone to having like gut issues, intestinal issues
Yeah.
with my research. So
we have
that's crazy.
hypermobility.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
your
I
tissue.
think I need to go get diagnosed.
Are you like extra bendy and everything as well?
I do
Yeah.
have double jointed thumbs.
yeah.
And I
So
do
you're like
have gut
hyper-
issues all the time. And
Yeah.
So it's a
I
thing
do
that if you're,
stim. I love
Do you-
textures. But
That's
I
a-
thought that was an
yeah.
ADHD thing. So I was
it
like,
could be.
It could be. It could be. They're in tandem. So I think I already said it. Like 70% of people who have autism have
They
ADHD.
just go
Yeah,
together
the
kinda
guy
thing.
who diagnosed me was like, eventually they'll probably just get rolled into one thing,
Yeah.
Oh, I
into
see.
one spectrum.
I mean, it is a spectrum. I
It
think that's
is a
important to
spectrum.
remember that, you know, someone else that has autism and ADHD might not be the exact same as someone else that has autism.
Yeah,
ADHD,
exactly.
so-
yeah. Oh, I had that when I announced it. I was like, I'll just tweet it out and say like, I got diagnosed officially. I got tested a few weeks ago and now confirmed. And I was like, I won't put any emotion in it so people don't take it any certain way.
Yeah.
And then people are like, why is he announcing it like he got cancer or something? And I was like, I
What?
didn't.
Weirdly?
People
And then there was,
thought that?
there was a whole bunch of like 99.9% of people were absolutely awesome. But there was some people who were
Great.
like, he doesn't have the autism that other people have. So
Oh,
he can't
that's
talk about it.
fucked
And I was
up.
like, that's kind of weird.
That
to,
is
like,
weird. It's not
Yeah.
like the autism Olympics. Like it's truly a spectrum.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It was really weird. But most people were really nice about it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Our coffee's here.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
I'm not from here, so I never get iced coffee.
Oh, they don't have that in the UK?
Well, they do, but it's just, we
Yes.
never really have the weather for it.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Oh,
so
that's
much. Oh my God, I'm
right.
so excited.
Do you guys experience sensory overload, like when it's too loud?
Oh, I don't
or-
like going to parties.
Yeah, I know, girl.
Wait, oh my God.
She got the tism.
I definitely am on the spectrum. I just didn't think it was like, you know.
That's the thing as well. Like, it doesn't really change a whole lot. Like, if you're
Yeah.
happy with who you are, the way you are, like, getting diagnosed probably won't change a whole lot about it. For me, it made me nicer to myself.
It gives you self-compassion and
Oh.
gratitude for
Yeah,
yourself.
because the whole time I was like, man, I can't keep up with other people. Other people are doing like 10 projects at once, and I can't do that. And I'm so dumb at certain things. I miss things all the time. And I'm like, why am I so stupid? And now I'm like, oh, I'm autistic and I just don't operate the same as everyone. So I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly. I resonate with that so much. You just feel
It's a superpower. I'm
And
cool.
it's not,
superpower.
it literally is a superpower, and it's not a bad thing to be
the
autistic.
creator of Pokemon has autism, and Pokemon rules because they're so just honed into what their special interest is.
Yeah, it's like
And-
you're getting it done, you're dialing in on it.
Exactly.
Wow.
So speaking of special interests, I know that one of yours is Happy Wheels. You made like over
I
100.
did joke that it was like, you did 100 episodes of Happy Wheels. How did you not know you were autistic? And I was like, all right, fair. Some of the jokes around it were really funny.
Really?
Oh my god, I was going through the comments on your there's TikToks of you
Yeah.
coming saying that you're diagnosed, and people are like, "Yep,
Fork found in kitchen.
fork
Wait, what?
book found in library."
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because people are like saying like it was so obvious.
And I did the joke like the Kendrick Lamar mustard meme, and then right after that was like, I'm autistic, and people were just screenshotted that. And
Oh
was like,
yeah, there's just
well,
a pic
duh.
of you screaming mustard. Oh my god, Jack! I went through your. I also did some severe stuff because I'm trying to find things to like talk to you about that you probably haven't talked about before. And so I went through your whole Instagram, and at the
Oh,
very
Christ.
depths of it, I saw a video of you making out with a Pop-Tart.
What? Whoa.
What the fuck was I doing?
Roll the clip.
Man, men will do anything but go to therapy.
That is so true.
But like you
Men
really,
need to start going to therapy more.
There's also you have your most viewed TikTok is you just opening up, grabbing a chapstick from the table,
Oh,
opening it up and
Abracadabra.
screaming at it.
Wait,
because that
what's
was a
going
meme that
on?
you'd like pick up a stick and go, Abracadabra.
Was that a meme?
From Harry Potter.
Out of
and then it
context,
turned
that's
around and everyone
wild.
just started screaming it instead. And I was like, oh, chapstick, that's funny, and unroll it. It's a wand.
I'll show you, Lisa.
Show
Let
me,
me pull
because
it
this is
up.
such a wild description.
I don't make very good TikToks very
No,
often.
they
No.
bang. Here, it's my one saved video.
That's your one saved video? That's
I
your
was like-
homework?
Well, normally I just like videos, but this was a saved
I'm
video.
scared.
That's it.
That's it. That's how you
This
make
got 2.6 and people love you.
15 million views, which is crazy, right?
all you have to do is a trend,
Yeah,
a
but
meme.
But I was like thinking, I was like, man, are these things that like do you just post these kind of videos? Like you just felt like one day you woke up and you're like, yeah, you know what? A chapstick video would bang.
I was literally sitting on my couch on TikTok and I saw a meme like that and I
you're
saw
like,
the
I can
chapstick
do
and I was
that.
like, let's
That's
do that.
awesome. You're a creative
Yeah,
one.
I'm a
You are
pioneer.
You are a creative
I'm a
guy.
trendsetter. What can I say?
Trendsetter.
I say as
Happy
I
Wheels, 100
talk
videos,
about
Happy Wheels.
copying a trend, but yeah, my special interests are painting miniatures.
Wait, really?
Shut up.
Yeah.
Where do we see these?
I know. Where can we see this? Do you have like pictures on your phone?
Is it just like it's a personal hobby? Like you don't post it? Or?
Yeah, I did a video on my second channel talking about like the
I
different
didn't
ones.
do enough deep diving.
I
didn't know you had a
didn't either.
second
That's
channel.
okay. If you stalk people on the internet, it means that then you have nothing to talk about in person. So it's better to ask questions than.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's a
wow.
fair point.
Very wise. So,
Yeah.
So wise.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm,
leave
He's
the
true,
comment.
real king.
I'm so wisdomous. I can't.
You paint. Oh my God.
What happened?
Berserk.
Yeah.
Have you
Berserk?
seen Berserk? He loves Berserk.
The
He got a
manga?
Berserk tattoo. The manga, yeah.
Oh my god, wait, can I see it? Oh, that's sickening.
It's the Bahelit. If you have this and you're a horrible person, your dreams will come true. I can't find any right now, but you can see them.
I will
Okay,
ask for
yeah.
them later.
Okay.
Because I really want to see them. I didn't know you do art.
I didn't know that either.
I normally don't. And I was like, I want to learn how to draw and I want to learn how to paint. But again, going from zero to like coming up with the thing, I'm bad at doing. But adding to a thing, I'm good at. So I'm able to like add to ideas or add to like the model's done. Now I just have to add the colors.
So can you say what kind of so you paint miniatures? What kind of genre miniatures is this? Is it like Happy Little Trees?
I should do Happy
Oh
Little
god,
Trees.
it's giving Bob Ross.
I started doing like Warhammer stuff, which again, autism should have been so obvious. But I started doing those, and I was
Sounds
like,
it was.
Yeah.
I don't really like
I'm gonna look up
Warhammer as
Warhammer.
much as some other people do. And then I was like, oh, people do 3D printed things on Etsy of like Bloodborne and Dark Souls and stuff. So I was like, I'll just get those and paint them.
Oh, it's like medieval fantasy themed little guys.
I love medieval.
Take that to the bank. Take that, Warhammer nerds.
Wait, yeah?
Give us your explanation of it again.
Okay, it's
What
like
do you think Warhammer is?
it looks like a robot. It's like a blue robot, and then it's like medieval themed, and
Do people
it kinda
think
looks
it's like
like a trans-
sci-fi or something?
I know, it
or-
looks like a
And yeah.
transformer, right?
It's kind of everything.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But
I
there's
hope
a
I don't
dude
offend
in that
anyone.
thing that is like dead, but he's being alive, and he's like a battery kind of computer thing for that. It's pretty sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I keep hearing about it. I feel like I need to check it out.
It's-
I just kind
that
of
rabbit
don't
hole's
really go
deep.
towards I don't really like space metal, like with.
I don't like metal.
I don't like metal.
Yeah.
Get this stand away from me.
But
What's your special interest? What do you in your spare time?
I've in my spare time before I became a streamer, which was 10 years ago, I had real hobbies outside of video games. I used to play tennis.
Wow.
So well that I almost went to college for it. Damn. And then I was varsity captain for 2 years. And then also I snowboarded. And
I didn't know you snowboarded.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I also played the piano.
Really?
And I gave up on all of these things because I just hyper fixated on my career. I just became a degenerate streamer.
That is a thing that hyperfixation is like so real for people who start off.
Yeah. Do you know Lisa? By the way, she's an artist.
Oh yeah.
She makes cool products.
I did see your stuff after you guys started the podcast. I was like, I had never heard of you before that.
Yeah, I make like little characters. I'm really into world building. I get a lot of my inspiration from like Pokemon, Studio Ghibli, and I make like self-defense weapons for women.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
Thank you.
Also, I want to say, I think it's cool that you guys chat about stuff like honestly. The amount of times that I see like you keep going through shit with clips or people are like all these like incel freaks who are like,
don't worry. I've talked to a lawyer yesterday.
Hell
and
yeah.
I've literally, because what these clippers are doing, it's okay to clip things and say, I don't like this, but it becomes very illegal when you clip something out of context, put a very disgusting title on it. Then here's my biggest example, which is why I responded to it publicly, because it was so ridiculous.
gross.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Honestly, it's okay. I'm glad it's happening to me because I can go to court for it. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to help people by doing this, by taking action, right?
You're gonna make like
because
a
a lot
law.
of women and people go through this on the internet all the time. And so anyways, this clip is literally a clip of me going to an onsen in Japan with girls. And in an onsen, it's like a bathhouse where you're like naked, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm just talking about my experience going to one, and this dude clips it out of context, puts a specific logo on it where they're making money off of it.
Yeah, and it's the same logo every time.
It's the same logo every time. And if you know, you know. I'm not going to mention it. But they're making money from these clips. And the title is talking about how I had a gangbang and I loved it.
Yeah.
And the only thing Twitter does is they put a community note, which no one reads.
No
right?
one reads
like
it.
these tweets should not be up anyways. But these people are making like $2 a month by posting stuff like this, but it's illegal, right?
Yeah.
And it's stealing content in a very harmful way. So, I'm
glad you're paying these bums no mind. Like $2 a month is crazy.
Bro, I talked about it. All of these accounts deactivated.
Oh,
I was like,
good.
I was like, my evidence. Like, I need this for court.
Wait.
Where you going, bro? But no, it's okay. Just so you know, if you're one of those clippers watching right now, being behind an anonymous account doesn't protect you. All right.
No, it
when
doesn't,
you go
bitch.
to court and stuff, your private information is linked to your account, so you're not really hidden, scumbag.
FBI, open up.
Yeah. So
Well, it's not even just. Well, that's horrible, and I'm sorry that you guys are going through that because no one deserves that shit.
it happens.
But even just talking about like we're women and we're talking about stuff that we've done in our lives, and people are like
sex.
women talk about sex. I want the idea of women talking about sex. I don't want to actually hear it. It's fucking weird.
It's not weird. Women like sex. Women like good sex. And it's not a bad thing to talk about it. I love Samantha from Sex and the City because she was such an icon for the time. She was just open about
She was
talking.
my favorite.
Really?
This is going to
my
sound
God.
weird, but I used to watch Sex and the City with my sister.
Okay, I love you for that.
Wait,
Every time I hear,
what is this show? What is happening?
Bro.
every time I see the HBO logo now, everyone's like, "Oh, I hear Game of Thrones first," and I'm like, "No, I hear Carrie Bradshaw walking down the street."
Carrie Bradshaw. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm like so excited. Wait, did you watch Desperate Housewives?
Yeah,
Did you like Gabby?
I can't remember which one's Gabby.
She was a spoiled one with the husband that would just like, and actually she did some controversial stuff, never mind, but she was like,
No, I don't like her.
okay, well, she's
I don't
a bad
like
bitch.
anybody that does controversial things.
Of course not
Of course-
ever. And since
no,
Jack
but-
is here, that means we have never done controversial
No,
things.
I just
Never.
want to.
Yes.
You just need to get that
Emily-
blanket statement out so
Yeah.
people know where you align.
I haven't seen these shows.
Sex and the City was iconic.
It was so iconic. It's so woman coded, and it's just about like empowerment of like these five, I think it's five, right? 5 or 4? 4 women who just go out and gallivant in New York City doing whatever they want, shopping, having sex, talking about it, and decentering, well, decentering and centering men, but it's all about their pleasure at the end of the day, and it's just so nice.
Aw, you watched that with your sister?
I know, I'm
Wait,
surprised.
that's so cute.
She would watch it, so it was kind of like
Oh,
on
and
in the
you sit
background,
in,
and I was
right.
like, this show kind of rules. It's fun.
Thanks.
And it was also,
that's
I think it was
Guys.
also transformative because when I was really close to my sister growing up, so I think seeing more of like the female centered stuff, I think kind of like rounded me out a bit more.
You're so
Where you don't end
cool.
up like one
I
of those guys on
swear.
Twitter.
Dude.
I swear, when men have sisters, they become empathetic people.
It's almost like you
Exactly.
see women as people.
Yeah, we're human.
Guys, Jack, Sean is a Samantha stan. I just want the girlies to know that because that's a win.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a green flag. You have no fucking idea.
Dude, she was my favorite character. She was cool.
She was so cool.
Because she was the one that didn't give a fuck about anything.
She didn't give a fuck.
I have so
all
much
the others
FOMO
were
right
kind of
now.
like bending to, what was his name? Big?
Big. Oh, I hate that man
yeah.
down.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Oh my god, that's such a green flag that you hate Big too. Like,
He
I
sucked.
hate him.
Even as
He
a kid, I
sucked.
was like, this guy's kind of shitty.
He's douchey. To be fair, Carrie was just like so centered around him. Like, she needed to
Yeah.
stand up.
Stand up.
I think that was
girl.
kind of the point of his character to kind of like show you that.
I'm glad he died.
Oh, I forgot he died.
Oh shit.
Wait, in real
Spoilers
life?
for a show from the 90s.
Wait, did he die in real life or in
Wait.
the show?
Hopefully.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because he's a terrible person in real life.
Is he?
Oh God.
He is. He has a lot of cases against him.
Uh-oh.
So,
Certified lover boy, certified.
anyways, sorry, guys. Let's
You should
let's
watch the
I
show.
learn so much about you
Yeah.
every time we do this
Put it
podcast.
on in the background.
I'm
It's
like,
fun.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what?
Put it
I'm
on the
gonna
screen up there.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
let's just start watching
play
it now.
during
I know,
the
right?
podcast.
Oh my
you know?
God.
It's movie time now. Anyways,
Anyway,
I don't know what we were talking about.
we were talking about your special interests.
Oh yes, a special interest, which reminded me of how your very first video on YouTube is you
Christ.
doing a snake impression
From Metal Gear Solid.
Gear Solid. I was expecting to see gameplay, and so I have two questions. I was wondering, did you originally want to do voice acting? Is that what? Oh really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Why did you like?
My
stop?
original idea was going to be do a character playing a game, and I was like, I want to do like Bane from Batman plays like Happy Wheels or something, and I was like, I did the Solid Snake impression then, and I was like, this kind of sucks. I'm not that good at this, so let's not do that. And
It sounded
turns-
like Snake with an Irish accent.
it did.
Did
It
it?
was-
It was
Wait.
awesome.
Would it be too much to ask if you could do it now?
War has changed. That's it. That's all you're getting.
Brilliant.
It's the fucking
Brilliant.
worst.
Thank you for the breadcrumbs.
man
Thank you
right
for the
now.
breadcrumbs. Would it make you feel more comfortable if
You
I
should do it
roleplayed
as well.
with you, and then
should-
you would talk back to us?
I think that would probably make me curl up and die inside myself.
Okay, never mind. I won't do it. I won't do it.
That's one of those videos where I'm like, I'm kind of glad that that's the first thing because it is. Whenever you see the
It's
first video, it's like
iconic.
it probably should be cringy because it's so different than what
It's
I am
not
now.
even cringe. It just feels like an introduction for the rest of the channel. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it's
It's
a
who you
weird one
are.
to have as your first video.
It's not weird though,
You just
because you're
put yourself
authentic.
out there.
Yeah, and people like that.
Yeah. But it turns out somebody did Bane plays like Slender Man or something. So I was like, oh, somebody did the idea. And I watched the video and I was like, that's funny. So
Wait, but you could have done that.
I could have. I still can.
Yeah,
still- yeah, you got
literally still
time.
could. Well, I would imagine that it was probably a full circle moment, like having that video where you're doing a voice acting thing, and then you start actually appearing in games. You've
Yeah.
appeared on a lot
we
of
were
games.
in a thing together.
Really? Wait,
were
can you talk about that?
We were in Sonic Prime.
I was like,
Real? Oh yeah,
I was like,
that's right.
Are we gonna leak something? I forgot
No,
about
no,
it.
no.
Wait, you were in Sonic too?
Yeah.
Wait, can you guys
was.
name your favorite characters?
Oh God,
I'm such a Sonic stan.
I was Jack the pirate.
I was
Wait, there's
We
a pirate
were like
Sonic?
new
It's-
characters.
we
It was like
were,
a multiverse
we were
thing.
like, yeah, it was like our characters were. I was only there for 6 episodes.
Oh no, I meant like your favorite characters, like entirely.
I don't really
Not
know a
like-
whole lot about the Sonic lore.
Mine's Knuckles.
Knuckles.
Knuckles or Shadow.
Aw. Oh,
I
Shadow's
like-
so hot.
I like Sonic.
Is he the one that I
Boom.
see on the poster all the time in LA?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like, there's
because
a
Keanu
huge
Reeves
Sonic-
is doing him.
Oh yeah.
I like Knuckles in like the Sonic Boom Sonic, where he's like kind of dumb, and he's like, "Wait, I don't know how to read." Like that show is really funny.
Himbo energy.
Yeah,
Who's your favorite, Lisa?
Mine's is Shadow. I had a crush on Shadow and Sonic, and I
everyone
really
did.
right.
Shadow's so hot.
Shadow's so hot, and his voice
I can
is
fix him.
everything. Yeah. And then Rouge the Bat. God, she's such a bad bitch.
The bat.
She's a
Yeah.
baddie for sure.
She is. She's got big honkers.
Yeah.
Wait.
Are you a furry? That's what I noticed. Do you ever see those things where it's like the hear me out cakes?
I was just thinking, literally just thinking, like, man, we should have done that Hear Me Out cake a few episodes ago because I feel like yours would be insane.
Hear me out cakes are just people outing themselves as furries, I think.
What would you
It's
guys
always
put
like
on your?
the dude from Zootopia.
I mean, that's valid.
But
Yeah.
Lego Sheep from Beastars, like.
It's more so like their personalities, right? Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Not
what
the
would
fact
you?
that they have a tail.
it's not the fact they have a tail. Like, I would put Bowser on mine.
No, I was
my
trying to
God.
think. There's probably a couple of
Bowser's
characters
great.
when I
think
was
he's
younger.
fine. The way he grabs you. Did you play the new Mario Party?
I did.
Did you play the Bowser map?
Oh,
No.
she's such a sub.
I played
it's
the
when you
train one.
Oh yeah, you unlock
The
it. There's
train
the last map to unlock is the Bowser map, and there's just he's a giant Bowser in the middle of the map, and he just like grabs you, and like every time I'm like, oh my god, thank you.
Oh my God,
thank
she's
you. Yes,
submissive.
please take my stars.
Daddy
please.
issues for sure.
Daddy issues. It's giving daddy issues.
We all have daddy issues.
Wait, so what would your hear me out be, Jack?
I don't know. Every time people were doing that, I was like, my hear me outs are all like Lara Croft or something like that. That's
Oh, she's
I'm,
hot.
I'm like, that's not a hear me out.
out.
What a cop out.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, yeah, it's gotta be something or someone.
There's probably a deep cut somewhere of something that I've played.
Oh, it's okay. You don't need to think about it on the
Yeah, I
spot.
can't-
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard to dig up.
It really
Yeah,
is. But
you
we
get
should,
paralyzed.
even though the trend is gone, we should still do it for like the next episode.
We could have done it on the autistic cake.
We could have.
God, why didn't we think of that? That would
Oh,
have
it
been
writes itself.
I know it writes itself like
Emily's
these
shaking her
bitches are
head right now.
demented.
Hear me out, and it's a bunch of horny characters in the middle
Right?
of autism.
Oh my God, that'd be
Wait,
diabolical.
that would have been so funny. Anyways, back to
Yeah,
your,
try and find the red thread where we were. Try and find out wherever the fuck
I'm
our conversation
keeping
was.
I know.
track.
I'm
I keep forgetting, but I'm keeping track. So we were talking about growing up and then your teenage years. You said you had a close relationship with your sister. What made you get into YouTube? Like, how did you...
Depression.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
So you were just like...
So I lived in a tiny town, and then we moved somewhere else, and then I moved. My mother was like, "Let's move to my mother's, her mother's house," but she cheaped out on like housing, so we bought log cabins. But these log cabins that you like put together like Lego. So the walls are like this thin in them. So I had like my own log cabin in the middle of a forest,
Wait,
which
that's
sounds awesome, but it fucking sucked.
I guess like to live, I'm picturing like visiting, going to like a log cabin,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wow, that sounds really nice.
But these were like really cheap, and I had no heating in it for like the first year, so like the frost would come up the walls on the inside, and I was
That sounds so
I
cool.
hate
I
being
was
cold.
miserable, and I was going to college, and then I left college because again I was like, I can't keep up, I'm too stupid.
What did you
Autism.
go to college for?
Music production and technology.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, I saw that. Did you ever write your own music?
Yeah,
Ooh, what kind of genre?
heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
It's
are we
somebody.
gonna get striked?
It won't, because I have no idea who uploaded this to
Oh, okay.
Spotify.
Do you want to do more music in the future?
Probably not.
It
I've
just
been
was kind
asked
of like
by-
a little hobby.
When
kind
I
of
did
thing
the
for-
drum covers, some other music channels were like, you should do like the drums for this song. And I'm like, I'm not that good. I'm not like studio ready.
I don't think people
Oh.
care. I think people just like seeing you enjoy your hobby.
I guess so.
I was
This is
watching-
me in the band.
Whoa! Wait, you look so baby in there. Look how young he looks.
The second from the end.
That's you?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I know.
She did a double take.
But we,
So-
our songs were called Risen from the Ashes, Spit It Out, Your Freedom, My Burden, and Neglect.
Oh my God, you got some demons.
I don't know, but it's,
This man's been through it.
Yeah,
hear that shit?
I hear it.
So is this you on the drums?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I'd
was,
be in the pit.
we only
Yeah.
had 4 songs, and that was it. But we recorded it in a studio in like the south of Ireland one year.
Oh.
It was very cool.
That
Wait,
is really cool.
Your bandmates, do you still talk to them or?
No, unfortunately. One of the singer was in college with me, and that's how I met him. The bassist grew up in that tiny town with me.
That was such a good song.
That was such a good song.
Like, sad it ended at 4. That's
I'd listen to that working out.
yeah. No, I literally only listen to music when I'm working out, and it's always screamo music.
I thought about doing like drum covers of those to be like, I wrote these drums. It would be fun to like show people what it looks like. But I don't know if I can play them anymore.
When's the last time you played, like you actually played it, not like just for fun? That was like 4 years ago?
I think I got the electric kit and dismantled it like 2 years ago, probably.
Oh, I see.
So I haven't played in a while. But it's one of those things where like I know my own ceiling so easily and I get frustrated that I'm like, I don't have the time or the patience to like practice enough to learn newer songs.
Wait, so what have you moved on now? To like, because I feel like when you're on the spectrum, you're like a revolving door of interest. So what is it now that you're just like zoned in on?
Painting was it for a while.
Oh yeah, painting.
And then I got really into like racing simulators. So I bought like one of those racing sims that like moves.
You have one of those?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Like
Wait,
the
that's
one,
awesome.
That is.
Thanks, guys.
It's like the one in the Gran Turismo movie.
Yeah, Gran Turismo. I'm like, I hope that comes out on PC so I can hook it up to the sim rig.
Yeah, and apparently if you actually go in a race car, like you have to be kind of fit for it because it makes you feel nauseous because it's going so fast.
If you're in a Formula One car, it has like up to like 6 Gs or 7 Gs of like force.
Oh my god!
Like an airline pilot if you take a turn, and also you need like 200 pounds of force to like hit the brake pedal. But because the car is going so fast and there's so many Gs, you like your whole body leans into it. So they have like really thick necks.
Have you ever considered wanting to drive in one for funsies?
A Formula One car? No.
Oh wait, just like any car that's fast like that?
No, I don't even have a driver's license, so.
Oh, you don't?
No.
How do you get around? Just like.
I live in towns that you can just walk everywhere.
Oh, that's so nice. Being in a walkable city. That's great for your mental health.
I do want to get a license eventually though, but I just put it off for too long.
Yeah. Walking is better for your health.
Yeah.
And especially, it would be nice to walk in a walkable city.
Right.
Because I feel like I like to walk too, but I just feel like in LA it's a little difficult because everything's so spread out.
Yeah. And also, if you can walk somewhere, it still kind of sucks to walk anywhere here.
Yeah.
Have you considered moving to the States ever in your career?
Yeah. Early on, I was going to move to either London or LA. And then I visited Brighton to go visit Felix once. And then I was like, oh, Brighton's cool. And it's
you
close
just
enough to
loved
London.
it?
Yeah. But I was going to move to LA for a long time, but it just seemed like a lot.
That's a big move.
Yeah.
I was wondering if like, because you know you speak English and I like living
Thank
in.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's something I observed all on my own after doing all the research that I've done.
That's my special
But
interest
like,
is English.
I was wondering like how large is your U.S. audience? Like, do you think moving to the States would have been beneficial for your career? Or do you predominantly have like most of your audiences from the UK?
No, it's like 60%. It was 75% American early on.
75%?
Yeah.
That's a
and
lot.
Now it's like
That is
60%. A lot. And then it's like UK, Canada, Ireland. I thought about moving here for like work stuff, like come here for like a year or two, because you get to do more stuff like this and everybody's here and I'd be on the same time zone as everyone. Because that's why we haven't played together again since.
The time zone. Like, do you cater your uploads to US times?
It's like 5 p.m. upload in UK, which is like 9 a.m. here.
Do you like the US? Like, do you like LA, or is there any other place you've been to where you're like, I live here?
I liked LA a lot in the beginning, but I think the more I've started to like come back and realize that, because I was like, I'll move here and I'll get to hang out with so many more people, but then when you're here, people don't really want to hang out as much as they say they do, because everyone doesn't want to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I move here, it'll fix all my problems. But then I'm like, I have bigger problems than LA can fix.
You're in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Would your girlfriend move over here too?
Let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
I wanted to talk about that. Would you and your girlfriend move over here? Does she live here?
No.
No,
She's
she lives with me in England.
Oh, I see.
But she's Dutch, so
Dutch.
she's from the Netherlands, but she lived in Japan for like 7 years at one point.
Oh, that's
7
so cool.
years.
Wait, you guys did long distance?
No, she had moved back since then. So kind of long distance in the beginning, but it was like Europe long distance.
Wait,
I
how did
see.
you guys meet?
Yeah, what's the story behind that?
We both were in like horrible relationships before, and we both had separated from our partners, and then we had mutual friends who were like, "Oh, you guys had like similar relationships that you were in." So
Trauma bonded.
yeah, it was just like maybe you guys can like chat and like give each other advice or like help each other or whatever. So it was like no, in the beginning it was just like, let's be friends because you're friends with my friends, and she had like a Shadow of the Colossus tattoo, and I was like, oh, that's the first tattoo I want to get. And,
And you got one.
I did.
Yep.
So we both, she and I have the same
cool.
tattoo now.
Oh.
But we kind of like got talking at first just over games, and then it was like, hey, we kind of like all the same things, and we both had similar mentalities of like we're entering our 30s, we want our life to kind of like change, and I don't know.
She's one of my favorite morning streamers. She also plays like these really chill solo games, and she's the reason how I discovered mouthwashing. Really freaky game.
Yeah, that game
Oh
rules.
my god, I thought you meant actual
Oh
mouthwash.
no, it's a game of
Yeah, she mouthwashes on stream. She's a mouthwashing streamer.
There's an audience for everything. Okay. I don't kink shame.
She calls her fans the garglers.
Can you imagine? All the sub badges are just like different levels of mouthwashing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's a great streamer. She's so chill and
Yeah,
consistent.
she's really chill.
And I saw that you guys got a matching tattoo.
Yeah. So, well, we have a couple of. She's covered in
Oh,
tattoos.
she's got cool
Ooh.
tattoos.
She's like all of her arms are fully done. She has
Yeah.
like 2 massive ones in her legs now.
Oh my god, that's sick.
But yeah, I got like a little E in a cup,
Yeah.
and she got an S. I'm also
you
the reason
guys
she
are-
started drinking coffee, so
Oh,
I got her addicted to coffee.
Yeah, your coffee business.
coffee.
Oh,
we're not forgetting anything
Yeah,
today.
top of the morning.
Top of the morning.
Wait, how do you say it in Irish? Top of the morning? Wait, wait, how do,
Keep going.
No,
Yeah, that was
Keep trying.
great. That was
Oh my God,
so
I
cute.
sound
If
so
I
dumb.
did war is changed,
said,
then you
top
have
of
to
the
do an
morning.
Irish accent.
Okay, wait.
I almost yarged like a pirate. I'm so sorry.
Wait, Ray, can you do it first? Because it'll make me feel better.
I'm so bad at accents. I struggle
I was
with
gonna say
it.
your voice in the Sonic show like surprised me because I was like, that doesn't sound like you at all in like the best ways.
I can change my voice. Like I could do a really good like young boy.
Can you do it now?
Oh, Miss Thing, do it right now.
Let me see. I'm on the spot, guys.
Because when I watched the episodes, I was like, I heard she was in it, and I was like, but I can't find her.
Yeah, I was in it.
It's so cool.
And, I could probably catch them all if I really wanted to.
You actually do sound like Ash Ketchum.
think
Oh
so?
my
Yeah.
god.
That's my dream. I think I could probably voice
Actually, you
act a
just
young
sound like
boy
Saikuno.
someday. What is up, guys? It's Saikuno here.
Oh my
Back at it again
god.
with another League video.
That's
I mean, this is
degenerate
probably
Kuno.
more like I would probably try to do less raspy, but it's also weird not hearing myself. Like normally I have like a
Yeah.
headset on when I'm like
That
doing
was
voice.
so good.
Yeah, that
You
was
sound like
great.
a little boy in an anime.
I think I could do a lot of women voice act men and boys
Yeah.
in anime,
Yeah.
which is
especially the
so
Japanese
cool.
voice actors. Yeah.
I know that, yeah.
What
Oh
were
my
we
God.
talking about? Bro, we were on coffee. Top of the morning in
top
an
of
Irish accent.
Top of the morning.
Top
Top of the morning.
of the morning.
That was so fucking
Horrific.
embarrassing.
Brutal.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
It's
so
okay.
sorry.
I'm
Wait, can
so
we cut
bad
that?
at accents.
Can we,
I'm not cutting
can
it.
we play it
No.
back actually?
Oh no.
Can we hear it again?
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning. That was
Nah, it
Anyways,
wasn't
your
too bad.
coffee.
Yeah.
What did you just wake up one day and you're like, you know what? I want to make the best coffee.
I need an empire.
Oh,
No, originally I was going to make whiskey because I was
Whiskey.
like,
why don't you do it now?
because I don't want to.
You could be the god of liquids.
That's true.
All kinds of liquids come from Jack.
I was going to do whiskey first, and I was like, but laws everywhere difficult, and my audience probably can't drink it. And
Yeah.
like half the audience are probably too young, especially here because you have to be 21. So I was like,
Valid.
I'm curious about your analytics because I feel like you've been in this space for so long. I feel like
Yeah.
your audience has grown with you. Bro, this guy has been doing YouTube since like the start of time.
Yeah.
well,
I was
not really.
researching.
It's been 12 years.
12 years is a long. I guess that's
It's
only 2 years more than me.
you.
You're an OG though, because I was doing my little stalking research and all the like headlines was like the OGs, the OG, and it
Yeah.
was always
You are an
Jack
OG.
Jacksepticeye.
I find that so funny because when I started, everyone was like, would make fun of me for not being an OG because I'm not. it was like Dan and Phil and like Smosh and like Tobuscus and all those people are like the OGs.
I don't know.
But then
these
I'm like
names.
second gen
They are OG.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's about to hit 20 years old like next year.
Wow.
20.
I was like, somebody posted a video and it said like 19 years ago on the video, and I was like, oh, this makes me want to die.
Time is flying.
But
And
I
we're
will
gonna continue to grow with
accept
it.
being an OG if people want to call me that.
You
Because
should accept
Yeah,
it.
you should accept
You
it.
are.
otherwise people are like, you're just a cheap imitation of other people. And now people are like, he's an OG.
No,
and
no,
I'm
no.
like,
No.
That's just how you perceive yourself.
Yeah.
no, that was what people were saying. And now it's funny how the thing has like changed the longer I've been doing it, and people's memories are all fucked.
Aw, I hate that it's warped your perception because you have done a lot for the community. Like you're doing thankmas. My goodness.
Thank you. I will never take
I mean,
a
the
compliment
mental health
ever.
thing is just it's so important. Like I
think so.
You're definitely helping people being vocal about it.
Whenever I like put up those videos, Gesundheit. Whenever I put up those videos,
Pause.
Wait, what happened now?
Nuh-uh. You're the 5th person on my list now for people that say bless you after a hiccup. I just don't think people say bless you after a sneeze because, there's a thing where like when you sneeze, it's like you're sneezing out part of your soul. So people bless you. That's where it like came from. But like a hiccup.
I just do it because you always hiccup.
Aw.
And we would always make fun of her in Among Us because she would just hot
do.
mic and then you just hear.
Yeah, I do
Every now
just
and then.
randomly hiccup, and people are like, "Why do you only have like one-off hiccups?" And I think it's probably some underlying disease that I have that I don't know yet, some symptom or something.
Yeah.
But I do
cute
just get
hiccups.
one-off hiccups. Every once in a blue moon, I'll have like actual hiccups and then I start getting anxious because there's a Guinness World Record of a person that's had hiccups for like 20 years or something.
Oh my God.
And so I fear that I'm like, oh, it's not going to stop. Like I'm going to be next on the world record list. It's a fear I have. It's an irrational fear. Do you have any irrational fears?
All the time. I have asthma, so I was like, oh my God, my breathing's a little labored. Oh my God, am I dying? Is this it? Is it all
And then you go to
over?
Google
Yeah.
and then it tells you that you're dying because you didn't
Yeah.
get sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I catastrophize about my health quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's called a hypochondriac, right?
Yeah. I have. I when I went to the doctor about stuff, they were like, "Well, you have general anxiety, but you also have health-based anxiety." So I was like, "You gave me 2 anxieties?
Oh my God.
Just roll them into one."
And it's even
Why do I have to have
scarier
2?
hearing it from a doctor too.
It is,
Yeah.
but at least it's confirmed and then you can move forward from that.
Yeah, I have because from playing drums for so long, I have like tinnitus, like ringing in my ears.
Oh,
all the
that's
time.
the worst.
That sucks.
It sucks because
Well, I'm fine with it now.
oh, good.
But
Is it like ringing right now?
yep,
is
all
it
the
not?
time.
Is it not fixable?
Not really. No,
No.
it's like it's a thing in your brain. It's like it's a perceived sound. It's not an actual like thing.
That sucks. I didn't know you had to go through that all the time, 24/7.
It's fine.
Well, it's probably just become part of the background noise.
Yeah,
Part of your reality now.
Yeah, it's just white noise at this point. But
Oh, white noise is relaxing, so it might be relaxing you at this point.
yeah,
Oh, it's comforting.
it's my little buddy, my little guy.
He's just always there with you.
But I went to my doctor about it to be like, is there anything you can do? And he was like, we can do like an MRI just to see if there's any like damage. And then I was like, oh God, I'm going to find something. They're going to find something in my head. And since then I've had like 4 MRIs because I'm like, what's wrong with my brain?
You need to try to figure it
Because I start
out.
getting migraines out of nowhere.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
scary.
You know what I
Suddenly-
think you would like? So, have you ever heard of Turkey health tourism?
Turkey
No.
tour?
Yeah, people go to Turkey to go to this
Oh my God,
facility.
I thought you were talking about the bird.
What? Oh no.
Oh my God, because I was thinking of Thanksgiving.
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
I was like, wow, I've never heard of a turkey tour before.
It's definitely
Great for your
not
mental
that.
health.
But
The country.
But people travel to Turkey, so then there's this big facility where you can get everything done. Like you can get MRI, you can get your teeth, you can do a
that's
whole
the
body scan,
dream.
and then you go to sleep, and then they monitor you in your sleep to see if you will get sleep
the
apnea.
dream.
And the waiting times for these things are like just not realistic for a lot of people because. To go to rheumatoid arthritis or like specialist, it takes like 3 months, but they go through everything and it's only like $800.
I keep saying that, like the movie Elysium, you just sit in a machine and it scans you, and then it's like, this is what's wrong with you. And I'm like, I would love that.
It would be so cool to do that and it just be like, you're 100% healthy.
There is something like that called pre-nouveau Prenuvo. Have you guys heard of that? It's like scans 2,500 diseases in your body, and it's available in LA. So you literally can go to LA or Redwoods and then get it done.
That sounds like the most LA thing
Yeah.
ever.
It is,
That
and
is a
it's
very
so
LA
obnoxious.
thing.
It's not. There's no insurance for it. It's $2,500.
Whoa.
I saw it
It might
because
be worth to do.
Kim Kardashian posted it, and
Oh,
it went
that's how you know
viral.
it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
You had me there.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I just.
Lisa gets commission from it. That's why.
Yeah, use code Lisa for $10 off.
I'm gonna go to Turkey. I feel like that's more efficient.
Pause,
Yeah,
everybody.
pause.
We've been doing like little mini games. We got a little mini game for you, and I'm participating too. But
Okay.
Lisa's
Yeah.
going to.
I'm gonna be hosting it because I know nothing about these games.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're pretty much going to actually. Lisa, you're hosting. Take it away.
So basically, this game is going to be me having the laptop, and then I play a couple seconds of a video game, and you guys have to guess what video game that is in the first like 3 seconds.
Just based off the audio.
Okay.
this based off the audio. Okay.
This is fun because
many-
I did one with my girlfriend recently on my second channel.
Wait.
Like
Oh
this.
no fucking way!
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Well, I do these types of quizzes all the time, but music is always my Achilles heel. Sound effects I'm good with.
Oh, it
but
is
music
voice
I'm
lines
bad.
too.
Music, voice lines, and then.
So you have experience.
Oh, you're so fucked.
I hope your ear ringing gets too loud to hear the music.
That's so fucked up of you to say.
Ooh, I was gonna say something. Okay.
Say it. Speak your truth.
Wait, are we competing or working together?
And then never mind.
All right, let's do
Okay.
competing. Whoever wins.
This is a
And
versus
whoever
now.
loses,
Has to do a backflip.
shove their face in the cake. I was
Oh.
gonna say that too.
Okay, I would, but we have another episode
have
right
another
after this
episode to
with
do.
Bella. Imagine I start the episode with cake on my face. You might be wondering how I got here. Should I just do? That's crazy.
No, that's great. It's okay.
no,
Maybe you
and
can
you-
smash my face with a cake.
No,
Okay,
bro,
okay,
no.
okay. Okay, anyway,
We
let's
get
we're
to punch
wild-
each other.
We're wild.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Whoever wins gets the check.
Fuck thankmas. Scribble it out.
Okay.
I like that. You know what? You want to bet another 5K?
Sure.
Deal. 'Cause-
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So this is sound one. Ready, guys? Oh fuck! Wait.
Undertale.
Oh God, you're
Yeah.
quick with it.
Dude, see, he's gonna know them all. He's too good.
Well,
He's too-
Undertale's cheating because it's like such a massive part of my channel.
it's
These
so-
are all related to your channel.
Oh, you're so fucked.
You're
I'm
kind of fucked.
so fucked.
But charity, right?
That's
Yes,
true.
for charity.
Okay. Next one. Ready, guys?
I showed him.
Metal Gear Solid. The Omen from
That's
Valorant.
God of War.
Yeah.
Ray, you're so fucked.
Does that not sound like Omen?
It does
Okay.
sound like home. Happy
The
Wheels.
light you
Are you
bring.
fucking? I'm so sorry, Ray.
That's the Happy Wheels victory sound.
Shut up! I didn't even know we were playing.
I
the
didn't
next
know it was
audio.
playing. It just
You know
Samson.
what?
I'm gonna need some timestamp, Samson.
Papers, please.
Shut up! It is Papers, Please. It is paper. Okay, you just have really fast reflexes too. Like
Yeah, autism. this, especially with sounds, it's just locked in my head forever.
wow. Wait, that's incredible.
That is incredible. It's a special
Emily,
interest.
could you
This
give
is
me
not
the
fair.
5 sticker? Because I'm just gonna preemptively like turn this to 15 real quick. 'Cause
Hell yeah.
I'm accepting defeat ahead. I just want to try to beat him on one.
To
of
be
these.
fair, they rigged it against you from the outset.
I could play
If they put in
some-
like Valorant stuff, you would have gotten it.
Yeah.
We should have put some League of Legends. Not that I
Okay.
even know League.
Okay.
There's some harder ones.
I didn't
Okay.
realize there's like 140 League of Legends characters you can play as.
Oh yeah, no, it's a
164?
164.
Oh, of course
characters?
you would know that, Emily.
That's fucking nuts.
Okay, we changed this to 15,000.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get
Keep
one
it
of
going.
these.
This is making me feel really good about
Dude,
myself.
his ego's
Okay.
inflating.
Yeah, I won't even
it
fit out the
is.
door.
I'm gonna get one of these, man.
Okay. Silence, guys.
Yet to open. That's Mikolash from Bloodborne.
Yet to open.
Okay. See,
Oh, majestic.
I played Bloodborne, but like I don't memorize the lines.
Well, this is my favorite game of all time, so that's.
Is it?
I have it tattooed on
yeah.
me, so
Bloodborne is a brilliant game.
it's so good.
Why is it so good? What is
'Cause
it
it's
about?
just so
It's just so good. You know? Okay. You know, it's just so good.
Great
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah, it's just
For the
It's like
normies.
Dark Souls, but better. I
Is
can
that
say
controversial?
No.
Are people gonna get mad about that?
No.
Why?
Bloodborne rule.
And why? And why isn't there a Bloodborne 2?
I don't know, because Sony owned the rights to it, and they're
But wasn't it
Dickheads.
successful enough to where they should want to make a second one? Like I actually don't get it.
Rachel, you're preaching to the choir right now.
Not my government name.
It's the same with Animal Crossing. Like, what's that about?
They have
They had
updates though.
one.
No, but
There was a new
Nintendo.
one.
No, Nintendo doesn't have a new Animal Crossing. And in their fucking trailer, they have the white fence. You guys are gonna know what I'm talking about. And it's not even available to use for your house.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Okay.
Sony did a like
Fuck
30th
Nintendo.
anniversary video the other day, and Bloodborne was at the end of it, and I was like, you know what you're doing.
I'm
Play it, Lisa. Play it.
Okay.
He's
Wait.
pissed off. Roll the clip.
Let me.
Made men by the blood. That's also Bloodborne.
That's the same.
That's
This is the
Lawrence
rest of the
talking to
sound.
Master Willem.
Come to test results.
Portal.
Oh, that is Portal. That is Portal.
Damn, girl.
The cube, the cake is a lie.
Okay.
The cube is a cake.
I feel like you need a handicap. Like you should wait for a second.
Okay.
Okay, for the next
I'll
one.
let her guess first.
Okay.
Oh,
You
okay.
are a horrible person.
Is this really all they had to worry about?
Oh, okay.
Boys, movies, deciding which shirt goes with which skirt.
Ray, you're killing me.
Related.
It's Last of Us Part 1.
I was debating between
It
Last
is.
of Us or there was one other. Oh, Life is Strange. I was debating between
I
those
did think
two.
it was Life is Strange as soon as I heard
Yeah,
it.
Might be
Life
the
is-
same voice actor, right?
It's
Probably
not,
not.
but
It's just like girl.
I can see why.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
thought.
Yeah, just
Sounds like
like
Max.
It was
Yeah.
like a deep conversation, you know. Just
Yeah.
like
Okay.
the
Next one,
voice
guys.
where they've been through stuff. Yeah.
Captain.
That's it? Just Captain? Wait, it looks like he doesn't know. Can you replay it one more time?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh.
Oh, this is for sure like some spaceship.
Oh.
I don't really.
You're
I,
not far
I haven't,
off.
I haven't really played. I don't really play like space games. Is it a space game?
It's not really.
It's not Space Babe. It's like the opposite.
Medieval?
Oh.
The opposite of space is medieval?
Yeah.
Underwater.
Oh,
'Cause, like-
Bioshock.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
Subnautica.
sweet
I
girl.
love Bioshock. Wait, what's
It's
it called?
Subnautica.
It's when you get on.
Oh,
It's when you get on the Cyclops.
I couldn't play Subnautica. It's too scary.
You don't like scary. That's true.
Yeah,
So that doesn't
Subnautica's-
count for you.
Subnautica's
Subnautica
scary.
is like survival underwater, like drowning. I don't like the idea of drowning.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair. It's a very scary game.
Yeah.
But
Did
all
you
I
play-
heard
you
first
played
was
Subnautica?
Captain, and I was like, "Fuck, Mass Effect." Yeah, I played Subnautica.
Oh, Mass Effect. That's
I-
the one where you can like fuck everybody.
Yeah,
Actually?
It, this is like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it's one of those games where you can like literally
you
build
build a team,
relationships.
put them on a spaceship, and then fuck whichever one you want.
It's a
Oh.
decision.
Well, not whichever one you want. You still have to put in the work.
Yeah, you have to like.
Oh.
yeah,
Like
it's-
make a relationship and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I'd hope so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send it. I'll send you all the games like that.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, next one.
Okay.
I should look for a sneaky way.
Oh,
No.
such a specific voice actor too.
Yeah, it is. It's can I have a hint? What platform?
PlayStation.
PS4.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
It's only PlayStation. It's a
Yeah.
PlayStation
Originally.
exclusive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The voice actor's Yuri Lowenthal.
What
don't know
a
if that means
fucking
anything.
nerd.
Spider-Man.
Oh, I didn't play Spider-Man.
Oh.
That's a good ass game.
That is a good
I heard it
ass
was
game.
really good.
Is it?
It always sold out when I worked.
It came
at
out on
GameStop.
PC.
Yeah.
It's on
Played
PC.
it.
I
Yep.
probably still won't play it.
No?
But I
You
heard
played
it
the
was
second
really
one.
good.
It's shorter.
Shorter. Yeah,
Or the
my
Miles
attention
game.
span with long games is like dwindled over time.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even beat Elden Ring.
What's considered a long game?
I'm leaving.
Like a 60-hour game.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but like so recently, I pretty much for story games, I like games that end at like less than 6 hours.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
also
wow.
kind of there. Anything that's like over 15 hours now, I'm like, "Ugh, you need
Yeah.
to be really good to like keep my attention for that long.
Ooh, but
Yeah.
isn't Persona 5? And you said you really like that.
Yeah, but I've
That's
never
a
finished
long
it.
game.
That is a long game. There's like multiple endings.
Yeah, it's like 120 hours. And I started playing Metaphor, their new one, which is like medieval Persona.
Oh, there's a new one?
Yeah, but I was like, this is too much like Persona for me. I can't. If you're into that, it's great, but I was like, this is. I know that this is like another 100-hour plus game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't.
Persona was so popular. It was always sold out when I worked at GameStop.
Yeah.
That's how like I view games that are like doing really well are the ones that were always sold out and demanded for when I worked there.
Okay, next one.
Okay.
I also know you've received several disciplinary.
Ooh, that one I don't know.
Have I played this
does he?
game?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
What year?
It was past 2015, before 2020.
Can you roll it back one more time?
Of course.
This might be Life is Strange.
I also know you've received several disciplinary warnings in recent years, and
Oh, fuck.
I
I'm going to kick myself when I know what it is. No voice or no line is like standing out to me in that.
yeah, I don't recognize it at all.
I'll play more.
you spend a lot of time in bars.
Bars?
Fuck.
There's a lot of games that have bars in it. Okay.
Fuck. Okay, since neither of us know it, you need to start giving hints.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What type of game is it?
It is near future story game.
Detroit?
Detroit Become Human.
Okay. No, that just wasn't. You literally.
Close. That's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Also a great game.
Yeah.
Also a great guy. He's so nice in real life. And him and his wife just had a baby.
Oh, that's cool. You know the voice actor? Oh, awesome.
I met him through the game.
Oh, really?
And I did
Wait,
a video where he came over and like dressed me up as the android. And then we kind of just knew each other from that.
Oh, how did that whole thing happen? Was it just because you were playing the game and then he saw you playing it?
Yeah. And then now he's a streamer with his wife.
Awesome.
Wait, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're just
Wait,
all your
Jack,
idols.
can you just like list off all of the voice acting and cameos you've had in games and
Oh,
movies?
fuck.
Because you've been in
No.
a ton. Poppy Playtime.
Yeah.
That was a
Bendy
that
and the Ink
shocked me.
Machine.
Uh-huh.
I was in the Sonic Prime. I was in Free Guy.
The movie Free Guy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't even know. I'm trying to think like what voices I did, but I was in River City Girls, which is like a 2D beat 'em up kind of game.
Oh, that's so
I played a pervert named Godai.
a pervert.
Yeah,
You were a pervert.
I was. I was in Monster Prom as a robot named Calculester.
Monster Prom.
Yeah.
Wait, when did you start voice acting? Did you already say that?
One would say it's since birth, Lisa,
Okay.
that I've been doing it
Oh
my entire
my
life.
gosh.
Oh my god, I can't read the sarcasm. Sometimes I'm like, okay. I'm
Like 2017-ish, maybe?
okay.
Yeah. I also have another one coming out, but I can't talk about it yet.
Your comic. You also have a comic. We went
Yes.
to New York Comic Con because I also have a comic
Yeah.
series coming out. You have a comic series coming
Yeah.
out. We didn't have time to go to lunch, but
No.
we had the intentions to. Tell us more about your comic series.
Yeah.
They're based on characters that I like made on my channel as like
Oh,
a joke.
it's based off of.
Wait, you have your own OCs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Wait, can you tell me about your OCs?
I started off doing a character called Antisepticeye because people want like a dark version of you. Have people ever given you a dark, like Darky Ray or something?
Dark Hero.
Like evil. Well,
What's the opposite of a Valkyrie?
there is rabies,
mean-
sunrays, Valkyrae. Like, you
had,
just...
like-
Valky
I'm not gay.
Oh wait, no.
People really liked when I played GTA 5 RP. I had like a character,
yeah.
you know, and that was like, you know, an alter ego kind of thing. But
Yeah.
also the past few days I was recovering my eye. I ripped out a bunch of eyelashes from with glue, and then I used the same eyelash strip because I'm stupid, and it got a little like swollen and it hurt.
You got a septic
yeah.
eye.
Yeah, I got a septic eye. I was prepared for this video.
Yeah, you
but-
don't have your eye patch on anymore.
No. It healed quickly because I literally spent the last like 4 days, no makeup, a hot rag like 50 times a day because that's what you do with styes. But styes are supposed to last like 2 weeks. And I was like, I can't host the red carpet at the Streamer Awards like this.
Yeah.
And so I just focused on healing my eye, and I had an eye patch. And so I posted a pic, and people were like, it's Pirate Ray. So yeah, you know, that's my recent alter ego.
You're a pirate.
But I already decided
The
if I
eye
was
patch
gonna.
would have gone crazy.
It would have
Yeah, I
gone
was like,
crazy.
if I
Eye
have
patch
to,
on the red carpet is pretty
I would
cool.
I would have worn a pirate
sickening.
dress probably.
That
but
goes hard
Giving
for
One
sure.
Piece.
I'm happy. Though.
Oh, you could have been a One Piece character.
Do you like One Piece?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I've never
He did
watched the
the
anime.
line,
I've read like 600 of the manga chapters.
Oh, you read
Oh,
it.
just 600.
That is
well,
a
there's
lot,
like
though.
1,200, so I'm like
Uh-huh.
halfway.
Wait, who's your favorite Straw Hat?
I don't.
600.
Chopper.
Aw,
Chopper, okay, that's so
Chopper
bad.
But
is
I
so
like
baby.
pre-time skip Chopper.
yeah.
I missed that design of Chopper where it's like simple and he like hides behind the doors like wrong.
That's how I feel about Robin. She's a bad bitch in both, but I like pre-time skip Robin.
Yeah, and Frankie. I like his
Frankie's
older
cool,
design
yeah,
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started reading it because everybody was talking about it, and I was like, it's really good. I just got past the time skip, and then I was like, I think I'm like burning myself out on it a little bit by like
It's a lot.
trying to read it too
it's a
quick.
big read.
So I was like, I want to take a break and make sure I'm still enjoying it when I come back to it, and not just reading it for the sake of it.
How long has this break been?
8 months. No, One Piece is great. I've never watched it, and I'm not like super into it like everybody else is. So
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like if I talk about it, I'm not allowed.
You're
No,
not
you're
to
allowed. No,
talk.
you're allowed.
I just don't
you're
know
allowed.
it well enough to be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
But
Let's
that
move on.
arc where with like Whitebeard and where they're attacking the government facility, I forget the name of it.
Is that where you
Impel
left off?
Down, I think. Impel Down.
Impel Down, yeah, that was like the best like
Oh, no.
string of arcs together.
Yeah, Marineford. And then when Ace died.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
Oh, shit.
I was gonna.
It's been like
I was gonna
10
say like when
years, come
Whitebeard
on.
died and stuff, and I was like, no, that's a spoiler. And then you were like, Ace dies.
Oh, God. That was...
Yeah, that I feel like
Mortifying.
that up until where I've read, that was like the best.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want more of that. Because in the beginning, I was getting a little turned off with like how often they were like switching stuff out.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, now we're going to a new island, and then we're here for a little while, and then we like drop that and move on to something else. And I was like, I kind of want to like sit in that a little more.
Yeah.
Because that's why I like Berserk. It's like one villain for the entire thing, and you get to like, it's just one giant massive story.
You'd be surprised, as someone that's finished the entire show.
I've heard like
things
Wano
come
arc is
back.
really good.
It's what I really love about One Piece is that things tie together and
Yeah.
things make sense in the long run. So like something you saw in the first 10 episodes will be there in
Yeah.
like episode 1000. It is a long watch. I did have to skip the fillers. Like
I think that's fine.
it's too much.
That's why I
but-
was reading the manga, because there's no fillers,
Yeah.
and you can get through it
I can't
faster.
read, so
It's okay. It's okay. Don't apologize.
it does have
Yeah,
pictures.
don't
and
apologize.
but I think it's because it doesn't have color. It turns me off from reading it.
That's
That
fine.
makes sense.
Because
That makes
I am
sense.
such a visual person. Like I like watching shows.
You do.
Yeah.
So
And you
yeah.
appreciate all the animation. That's why you have High Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh, we were talking about your OCs.
Yeah, your OCs.
So
Yeah.
you have antiseptic.
I was literally like,
Yeah.
trying so hard to remember to get back on track. Talking about the comic, I was closing my eyes. I was like, please don't forget.
You were. I
please
was
don't
like, what's that face? What's going
like,
on?
Trying to remember stuff. Okay, your OCs. So you
There's
have a comic series.
Antisepticeye. There's Jameson Jackson, who's like a 1920s like vaudeville, like silent movie guy. There's I'm going to forget one now, and some people are going to get mad. There's
Okay.
Dr. Henrik Schniepelstein. A lot of these started as a joke,
And
now-
now it's real.
and people I was like, Schniepelstein sounds like a funny German name, and people said it translates to penis rock.
The penis rock is crazy.
So I'm like, okay, that's his name. There's Marvin the Magnificent, who's one of the comic characters. He's the magician. There's
Ooh.
Jackie Boy Man.
Oh, I love how you have so many OCs.
And then there's, oh God, who's the last one? Oh fuck.
It's okay. You can sit in your thoughts.
Oh,
you don't
Chase
need to-
Brody. That's
Yes.
that's the one that people are going to get. They're like, he almost forgot the best one
The best one.
Why is he the best one? Why do people like this
because
character
he's
so much?
a broken man. They can fix him.
Oh.
Daddy issues. That's why people like him. I did a thing in LA. God, was that last year or the year before? Last year. Where I was trying to make like an interactive live stream where you could put stuff in chat and it would solve puzzles. So you could like switch between cameras, and you could like zoom in on certain parts of the screen, and then if you got to a puzzle, you could like put in chat commands and it would solve the puzzle altogether.
Wow.
But it was really laggy, and it didn't really work the way I wanted it to.
I mean, you gave it a
And-
shot. You tried.
Yeah, and YouTube are a little weird with their like API draw calls, as they call them. So it's like it was like you can have 10,000 people putting in a chat command that does something per day. And I was like, that's going to happen like per minute for something like this.
Yeah.
So it had to be increased, but it was still too laggy. It didn't really work. And then some of the stuff was like /D, like you had to guess letters.
Yeah.
But then automod kicked in and was like, this is spam. I'm not letting it through. So it didn't really work. But
so it just malfunctioned, and it was just something that you didn't want to have represent like your characters.
Yeah,
your brand,
and
your
the
comics.
thing was, if you solved the puzzle, then you got like an interrogation scene with one of the characters that we filmed like
that's
on
cool,
set.
though.
So eventually we kind of like started guiding people in the right direction to kind of like let the story unfold on its own. Originally, I was like, it's going to last a week and people are going to figure it out as they go. And but people were getting more frustrated with it than anything. So I was like, okay, let's just finish it all in one day.
Is it still a work in progress? Like, are you going back and like rigging it to make it more of a seamless experience, or is it just a project you don't want to continue?
I'll probably do another one in that universe like that. But right now we're making like a standalone game on its own in that universe.
Oh, nice.
You're making a game.
He is making a game.
Like one that's going to be on console and
It'll be on Steam.
Steam.
And it's for free, so I was-
Oh, for the people.
When
Yeah.
is
well,
the
I was like, it's the first game, and I don't know if it's worth paying money for yet. So
When's the release for it?
we don't have a release yet, but we uploaded like a teaser for it on Halloween.
Wait.
Oh, roll the teaser.
Do you work with the indie game devs, or
I work with one guy, well, two. He made a game called Security Booth, and when I played it, I was like, man, this is like exactly what I want to do. And then I messaged him, and he was like, I can help.
okay?
And then another guy named John Szymanski, who did you play My Friendly Neighborhood? It was like the
Why does it sound so familiar?
It was kind of like Sesame Street, but horror, and it was like puppets.
Oh, scary.
Oh, I did. Yes, it was really creepy. I hated it.
So the guy who made that is like helping do extra stuff in it.
Wait, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That is.
It did have like a Poppy Playtime type of vibe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was really
Just
good
being
though. It was really
chased
well polished.
Freaks me out. Like being chased by these puppet creatures is driving me nuts.
So your game is going to be horror.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like
and
horror sci-fi
It's
kind of.
gotta
Sci-fi.
be. I feel like you've played so many horror games.
Yeah.
What kind of other projects are you? So you said you can't talk about one thing. Do you have something in the future also coming out that
There
you
is
can talk
one
about?
thing that I'm working on that, again, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I can't talk about it, which I feel like is every
But
YouTuber.
is it
But
like a
it's-
voice acting thing? Is it an acting
No, it's like a
thing?
full like narrative thing,
Narrative.
and if it works out, it's like my favorite thing that I'll ever do.
That's so exciting. Yeah.
And I have my own ones that I want to make with like the OCs and like I would love to make a TV show or a movie or something. It would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the OCs are
When do you think this other project will, like, within the next 2 years?
I'm hoping that I can announce what it is like start of next year.
Oh,
Exciting.
wait, that's literally next month.
Yeah. Soon.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So hopefully I can announce it, but if it happens, it'll be like 2 years off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's so annoying when you're like, I want the thing to like come out now.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about it all the time, but I'm like ruining people's expectations by talking about it too much.
I do that all the time where I just like, I get really excited and I start talking about something and like the project will get canceled or like it's changed in a way and I'm like, oh, sorry, shouldn't have talked about that.
Yeah.
But
Can we finish the game actually?
oh my gosh.
Oh.
There's like two more. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
There's sure.
listen.
Okay, okay.
I forgot about the game.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
two
I'm
more.
absolutely destroying you, by the
Yeah,
way.
oh, no,
Yeah,
I've
you've
already
already won.
accepted the thing. Oh, don't worry.
Oh, wait. Tears of the Kingdom. Zelda. I was like Smash Bros. And I was like, no, I know that that's wrong, but it's Nintendo.
You
and
heard like 2 notes.
yeah, that's Link. Like,
How?
oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Holy fuck. Press escape. More like punch
He
the
punch
shit out of
escape.
it. Because when I started playing that on my channel, and I would just joke that song every time Link jumps off something because it was epic.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. You got it like that.
Instantly.
What can I say? I'm
Happy for you.
I'm a
so
gamer.
happy for you.
So you would play this? This is one of your favorite ones to
Yeah.
play?
People didn't really watch it on YouTube though. They were really into it. It was all over like the internet. But for YouTube, it was like no one really cared.
Yeah, it was.
But
That was a fun game to.
I was happy to have it just in my personal time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could
nice.
fuck around whenever I wanted.
I
Like
feel
a
like those are
good
the best games when you can just do it
off-stream game.
off camera.
Yeah.
That's a long one. Another long one.
Is it? Zelda's really pretty though too.
It's pretty.
And I love the
It's aesthetic.
next
That's not the next one. Is it?
Cuphead.
No, you're still a hair ahead.
I can give it to her.
Okay.
What?
Participation award.
Finally, yay.
Was that the last one?
Yeah, I think so.
I think there's 2 more.
Cuphead is so good.
I beat it with 399 deaths. Nope, that was Sekiro. wrong game.
But you beat it.
I beat it. I did.
Okay, guys, next one.
Hello?
What?
Firewatch?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
How?
What's wrong
Fuck
with
yeah.
you?
Autism. I told you.
Nah, that's what's
Guys,
right
that
with
looks
you.
so bad. What's wrong with you?
I'm impressed. I played Firewatch, but I would have never remembered any of the audio.
There's something about the tone of his voice that was really familiar.
Oh, that's so
It's
autistic.
that-
Literally just did an hello.
I know, right? He's like the octave.
But how many people are at home who got it faster than I did?
I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like, wow. Yeah, this was another short, like solo little playthrough.
Yeah. I like those though, where it's like 4 hours long.
Yes, I love those kind of games.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this was fun.
Okay.
I love getting absolutely rolled. Wait, that's awesome. You literally like aced this test.
Okay.
Happy for you, man. I'll
Thank
be
you.
done. We'll be doing
You're
the
that meme of like the little kid being like, happy for
Happy-
you.
so
Cool.
happy.
I know, right?
for you.
So there's one more. Just
Oh,
one more. Okay, ready?
another one.
Just
This
one
one's
more.
probably pretty easy.
Come on.
Well, it's Metal Gear Solid 4. Old Snake to be specific.
Yeah.
Technically, it's
Yeah.
Solid Snake, but he's
Actually-
Old Snake in that game.
Actually, yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
Just tell me 4.
it's not about nations, ideologies, or ethnicities.
I never played the Metal Gear series. It was too metal. See, I told you. I just like don't play metal.
I replayed the first 3. Actually, I played 1, 2, 3 recently again, and 5. Fuck 4. I don't like 4, even though I did a impression from it, but I don't like that game.
Wait, yeah, why do an impression for that one?
Because it was easier to do. Young Snake is harder to do.
Oh, I see.
If you're talking like this, it's easier. You know?
Did he like? Does the character smoke a lot? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes sense.
And he has a disease that makes him age quicker.
Oh.
So technically he's like 70 at like 30 years old or 20.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Game sounds intense.
Yeah,
is.
I didn't know that.
And it has a cutscene that's like 2 hours long. So or
you have to
really?
sit through it?
Yeah.
Wait, that's
You
awesome.
can't skip it?
You can, but
But
Oh.
you'd probably want to sit through it.
that's where
Oh.
everyone was like, Kojima's kind of like
Too.
jerking himself off a bit too much with this game. he got a bit too goofy on the timeline with that one.
That's a crazy cutscene. I like cutscenes in games.
It's not
and
even
stuff,
that
but-
good a cutscene either.
Oh. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. Anything you wanted to share? Ah! I did have one more question. I knew
Okay.
it. I knew I was forgetting
Say it,
something.
girlfriend.
I just wanted to ask if you had any final advice for anyone that is considering getting a diagnosis that might be scared or in fear of, or maybe feeling like it's hopeless doing it late, or any advice for people that are trying to learn more about themselves?
Yeah.
I think if you're getting diagnosed late and it's scary, I think the thing is like, well, you got this far in your life the way you are already. So the worst thing that can happen is that you're still the same person. And I don't think that's such a bad thing.
change.
Yeah.
You just you just probably learn why you're doing some things.
Yeah, and I think for me, I went into it as like a learning experience. More so like, again, the diagnosis didn't change me that much as a person. And I'm still like, I still make the same jokes. I still have the same personality. But I think if you go into it like I think knowing a lot about yourself is a good thing to have.
I think it gives you more compassion for yourself, and you are able to label things that were always confusing to you, like masking why you are with a group of people and you feel like you're performing.
Yeah.
And when you know that you're masking, it's great to identify that because you know you're doing that because there's just something wired differently. You're just
Yeah.
hardwired differently. So, and then you give yourself more grace.
Yeah, and you're the person who
Yeah.
has to spend the most time with yourself.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have a hard time like just sitting in a room on their own with their own thoughts. And I think just giving yourself that compassion and learning to like love yourself a bit more. It also helps you deal with the world. If you can deal with yourself internally first, it helps you deal with the rest of the world a bit easier.
That is true.
You can make the small accommodations like getting noise canceling headphones, or if you stim, people usually like stimming because it's a repetitive body movement that you could self-soothe with. So
I
people
love
like,
Yeah.
rocks. I have like
do.
a bunch of little like metal pieces. I have like this twig. It's made of bronze, and it's like pokey on the ends, and like I just kind of like poke in it. And I have a little tungsten cube, and it's like perfectly. It's heavy.
Yeah.
You
Tungsten
do
cube.
have that. You
I
love your
just-
rocks and your twigs.
Yeah, just like like it's kind of nice, like just having something to like grab.
Yeah, I like squishy things.
Oh,
Yeah,
you like
squishy things.
squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like satisfying weight.
It's nice to regulate yourself too when you're just doing an activity. So when you just know you're a certain way, it's nice. You can
Yeah,
see
and
yourself.
it's also like there's a reason that people's brains are wired that way, like even just evolutionarily. Like,
Yeah.
I think most of the world is like work 9 to 5, get up at 6 a.m., do your job, but a lot of people aren't wired that way to just deal with the world in a neurotypical way.
Exactly.
And I think it's important to know that like there is a reason that you're that way. You're an outside the box thinker. You can think about solutions to things differently than other people can. And there's value in the way your brain works, despite
is.
thinking like the whole world is designed to make you feel like there's something wrong with you or that it's a disease or something like that, which is
It's not a disease.
No.
There's a lot of really incredible and successful people. I mean, examples. It's okay to be on the spectrum, no matter what kind of spectrum it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah.
and it's okay to
great
ask for help in
advice.
it as well, because I know a lot of people, the way it was classified for me was that it's low needs autism. So like I can get through life without an assistant or a carer or anything. So, but there's a lot of people who are nonverbal autistic who need care and
Yeah.
need live-in help and stuff. And I feel like there's a lot of people who think autism is that, but it is, and it's so much more. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with anybody who has something like that.
Yeah, and it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah,
it is.
it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much,
I know.
Jack.
Thank
were,
you.
Thank you, Jack.
This episode's hilarious to me. The way our conversations just
Oh my
like
God.
It's
I
very
love
evident the way our brains work.
It's awesome.
Oh my God.
I think people are gonna love this. I'm excited for Thankmas, although this was after Thankmas.
But thank you so much for the check.
Yes, of course. I will. I'll wire the funds. I will.
And thank you for the
Thankmas
cake.
Day.
And thank you guys
Yeah.
for your hospitality.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you get some rest. I know you might be, you just traveled here yesterday, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, that's it. Anything you wanted to promote? Do you have anything coming out other than Thankmas? It's a little too late to promote Thankmas. But
No, I'll just promote you guys and tell people to subscribe to you guys because I think
Oh,
it's a nice podcast to have in this space.
really?
do you?
Yeah.
We have such imposter syndrome. We're like, are we doing this wrong? Are we doing this wrong? And it's like,
No,
that's
I get.
really nice to hear.
Again, it's nice.
We're trying to get better.
How many podcasts do you see that's just a bunch of white dudes talking about fucking crypto
If
and
we see another dude with a podcast,
a
that
Shure
energy.
SM7B? I think it's great. I think it's a good perspective to have in the space, and
this
You're just a
means
couple
lot.
of gals.
it helps people learn a lot. And even though people will try and shoot you down to be like, don't talk about periods, it's gross. I think there's value in the types of
bleed.
Mine too.
Women like sex. Oh my God,
I think there's value in that
You're like
conversation.
this whore again.
It's,
Oh,
Yeah, no.
it's okay.
we're all whores. But I think
There's
I
nothing
think it's
wrong with
great,
being
and you
whore.
guys should give yourselves more credit. And I think there's value in that female perspective in this space.
Thank you. That means a lot.
It really does mean a lot.
Especially coming from a white man.
I do have the most privilege here. And Quinn, he's also a white man.
He literally raised his hand. He's like, "Yes, I do."
Shout out the patriarchy.
Oh my God, you're so woke.
Pretty much, when we do our outros, like we just walk off and he'll turn off the lights slowly.
Oh.
It's all ambient.
Are we dying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking into the sunset?
episode
Yeah.
is dying.
Should just have a sound of me getting shot out in the back of the streets.
Yay! We did it.
Good episode.
Oh my god.
Good conversation.
Thanks, guys.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
Oh. This is like the this is like the end of the news broadcasting. We have the Press Escape podcast, who is Valkyrae and Lisa's podcast. They donated $15,000. Thank you. It's funny because I went on their podcast while I was here like a couple of days ago, and we were doing a thing, and they said they would donate 10K. And then, not to spoil the segment, but then we played a little game. They're like, whoever loses donates an extra 5K, and since they're at 15K, it means I didn't lose.